Alright guys, it's Andrea from VW Family Farm, and it is a nasty day here in Arkansas. Kids and I are driving. I'm actually driving, so I can't look at y'all. I got to keep my eyes on the road. But we are driving to our Azure Standard pickup for the month. I haven't done this in a couple months, and that's the beauty of ordering from them. When you sign up to order through them, you're not in any way obligating yourself to order every month or every 2 months or ever if you don't want to. You can just order as little or as much as you want to. And that's good for me because some months I don't have anything I need to buy. With raising a lot of our own food, we go for long periods of time without buying anything really, especially with buying in bulk. And then sometimes, honestly, that money just gets spent somewhere else and I don't place an order for the month. So I'm just being honest with y'all. That's one of the perks of ordering through them. It's no kind of obligation. But I have placed a pretty good order this month, and I'm going to take y'all along and hopefully get there while the truck is still there this time so we can help unload. Last time I showed y'all this, we missed it. But it is like in the low 30s and it's kind of sleeting a little bit, so I'm trying to take my time in driving, get there safely and not quickly. So we'll see how it goes, and I'm going to show y'all what all I ordered this month, so stay tuned. Okay, so normally we line all this stuff up in alphabetical order in the parking lot, but our driver is awesome enough that he's giving them to us out of the back of the truck rather than getting all our boxes and bags wet on this parking lot. So I'm trying to hurry. Alright guys, we're on our way home with our Azure haul. It's Tuesday, which means cattle sale barn day. So I had to make a pit stop at the sale barn. Emily loves the sale barn, let me tell you. Don't you, Em?
Oh, yeah.
I'm just kidding, she hates it. Me and Ben will sit there for hours and just watch cows sell and dream about having tons of cows. But I'm sharing something with y'all for the first time. Ben and I have a very, very, very huge decision coming up that we've been thinking and praying about a lot. We haven't shared about it on a vlog. It involves cattle. So I was going to check out the sale barn, and cattle prices fluctuate a lot. So I was going to see kind of where the prices are at right now, because we have a pretty huge decision coming up immediately that I'll be sharing with y'all about more as it gets closer. But I could only put Emily through so much of sitting there watching cows sell. Lane actually doesn't bother him as much as it does her. But we're on our way home now, and when we get there, I will show you what I bought this month. Alright guys, so this is my Azure haul for this month. Let's talk real quick about what I bought and why. The first thing I bought is 10 pounds of yellow onions. I'm trying to do a lot more healthy lunches, so that means, and I know Ben hates this dreaded word, but that means a lot of soups for me, and I love having fresh onions to put in it. All of my onions right now, I have very few left that I chopped up and froze. Other than that, my onions are gone. Onions, Ben has a ton of them sprouted for me already from Baker Creek. So I'm gonna try to grow tons and tons more this year. And then I've noticed our onions just don't store super well, but I am going to try putting them in my new root cellar thingy that he made me out of our old safe room and see if they'll store better, because that is so dark and cool. So I'm gonna give that a try. Also, I'm going to try quite a few of them as I harvest them this year, going ahead and just chopping them up and freezing them, because those are just like fresh when you throw them in something like soup or some sort of dish you're cooking. So I'm gonna try that. But as of right now, I bought some onions. I love to buy this stuff. It's really simple ingredients. If I can get it out of the box, I'm gonna bring it over there and show y'all. It's really simple ingredients. This is cream of mushroom soup, and it's organic, and I love the cream of chicken as well. I don't buy those very often. That's something I might buy like once a year or something like that, because I can get it the cheapest in a box of 12. So, and the date's really far out, so it lasts me forever. And I love that it's not in aluminum cans because of the BPA and stuff that's in aluminum cans. These are in like paper boxes, like kind of like what you'd get milk in when you were a kid at school. So I bought the cream of mushroom, and then I've got the cream of chicken's just the same. I'm not gonna pull that out. Looks just the same, it's just cream of chicken. Okay, moving on. I bought these just for fun. Emily loves pineapples. I'm actually doing some juicing, so I may juice some of those. I just really like fresh pineapple. This is my favorite brand of butter they sell. It's called Mother's Choice Organic Butter. I make a lot of our butter, but I use a lot of butter in cooking, and that's my favorite thing to put in the cast iron skillet and then fry eggs in, because if you don't know, you put butter in your skillet or ghee, eggs will not stick. It's amazing. You should try it. So that's my favorite kind of butter. Since I was ordering anyway, I thought, heck, I'll just get some butter, and I usually stick it in the freezer, and then it's just ready when I need it. I was getting low on coconut aminos, so I ordered, and ordering 3 bottles was the cheapest. That will last me forever, but I love this stuff, and the kids love it too. It's really healthy for you. If you've not checked out coconut aminos, it's soy-free seasoning sauce, which I'm not a big fan of soy, because my maternal grandmother died of breast cancer. So I'm just super aware of how much soy I put in my diet and things like that. So I don't know if I should be, but I am. So that's a good way to get that soy sauce flavor, except it's not exactly like soy sauce. So if you don't like soy sauce, give it a try. Buy a little bottle before you go all in like I did. It's at all the health food stores, but it is amazing on sauteed vegetables. This is, I've showed y'all this last time. This is sweet leaf stevia drops. This is what Ben likes in his coffee and all kinds of stuff. It's very blood sugar friendly. And just to me, I started watching Wardy. I've told y'all about her a long time ago. Check her out if you haven't. But she did Trim Healthy Mama. And Trim Healthy Mama is heavy on stevia. And she didn't like the aftertaste of a lot of stevias, which is my complaint also. That's one thing I don't like about a lot of brands of stevia, is just the aftertaste. And she recommended Sweet Leaf. She said that was her favorite. I gave it a try, and this stuff is awesome. It doesn't have that bitter, like, just lingering aftertaste when you put it in a drink or something. So that's my favorite, Sweet Leaf. And they have flavors. They have all kinds. They have powders and everything, but this is just Ben's favorite. He puts a dropper full in his big mug of coffee every morning. He likes it. I ordered some avocados, and I ordered some cinnamon sticks, because this is a big ingredient in my elderberry syrup, which we are taking every night right now because it's major flu season. People have the flu all around us, so we take that elderberry every night, and I have to have things like cinnamon sticks to go in it. Okay? Chocolate chips, just because my kids love to bake. This is just their organic mini chocolate chips. It's the Azure brand. If I can get Azure brand, that's what I get, because it means it's cheaper for me. And I love all their products. They've proven to be quality, so that's the route I go. This is a new thing for me. I'm gonna bring it over there. I hope I'm saying this right, but it's Laird Superfood Creamer, and I got the unsweetened kind. It is gluten-free, vegan, dairy-free, non-GMO, and keto friendly. So there you go. It's all those things. I'm giving this a try because every once in a while we like some creamer in our coffee. Ben actually loves creamer. So I'm gonna slip this in and see if he can tell the difference. While I'm over here, I'm gonna show you, I ordered this big bag. This is organic cane sugar. And I ordered a 25-pound bag because I have a bucket for sugar. And I use sugar, even though we have bees and produce honey, I use sugar in my water kefir and my kombucha, and I'm going to tell you why. So the reason I use sugar in my kombucha and water kefir is because those are cultures that feed on the sugar. They eat the sugar. So I, for a while, started keeping gallons and gallons of honey, and I converted my kombucha and my water kefir to honey. It gives it a little bit different flavor, but it definitely worked. But the final product of kombucha and water kefir is not necessarily supposed to be super sweet. So I got to thinking, I'm putting our precious, expensive honey into something that's eating it, when I could just be putting sugar in it and it's gonna eat that as well. As long as you're buying a high quality sugar, I mean, it's really a cheaper option for me to use sugar in those things. So that's what I do. So I ordered me some sugar. I've never tried theirs before. I've been buying it at Walmart. They have an organic cane sugar. So I'm giving this a try to see if I like it. So let's wrap this up. I also bought some mandarin oranges. I got a big bag of blood oranges. Can you tell I was hungry for oranges when I ordered? I bought some cabbage just because I love cabbage in soups, and then I love the egg roll in a bowl. I showed you all that before. I got me some coffee filters. They're my favorite place to get coffee filters because they're the unbleached, totally chlorine-free kind. I ordered this big block of cream cheese because I do make cream cheese, but I've not perfected the recipe to where cream cheese that I make is just like what you buy at the store and melts the same. So I do make it and we do eat it, but sometimes I like some that will really melt the way it's supposed to, because a lot of times I'm putting cream cheese in something that I want to make creamy. Parchment paper, because I use that a lot in baking. Let's see, what else? Okay, I also bought this big bag. This is Jackson's Honest sweet potato chips. And I'm just gonna be honest, we love chips. And I'm trying to break that habit. I've done pretty well, but I bought the Jackson's Honest because they're literally sweet potatoes, coconut oil, and salt. And so if you're trying to clean up your diet to real food, I know it's still a chip, but it's made in small batches in coconut oil. It's about as basic of a chip as you can get. So I ordered that. Now I want to end with this big bag right here. I saved this for last. Okay, so what is in this big honking bag? Well, let me tell you. I spent a long time when I placed this order researching chicken feed, and that's what this is. This is soy-free, non-GMO, organic layer feed. I'm gonna admit to y'all, I've never ordered or purchased organic chicken feed. Here's why. We can't afford it. If you're like us and you're on a budget, organic feed is about 4 to 5 times the price. Now, I've dreamed about it, don't get me wrong. I've thought about it like, man, I wish I could switch all our animals to organic, non-GMO, soy-free, corn-free, this free, that free. I'd love to do it. It just isn't in our budget. But in having an Azure affiliate link, you guys that placed an order, there's a few of you, and I thank you so much for using my link and placing an order. You enabled me to buy this bag of feed. So I thought, by them using my link, I want to do something to give back to them. So I wondered if some of you guys were like me and you thought, hey, I wonder if the organic is worth the price. Well, there's no way I'm going to be able to compare quality of eggs. I just can't do it without like microscopically inspecting the eggs inside and all that. So there's no way I'm going to be able to tell you, like, using non-organic feed, how much does that translate into the actual egg you're eating? I don't know. Use your own judgment there. If you can afford it, I would say organic's probably always best. But if you can't afford it and you're like me, raising your own food is such a major leap in itself. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this little experiment for me and for y'all. I'm going to try to set up really similar conditions in chicken tractors in my yard between my chickens. I'm going to put some of my chickens in each pen. Same breed of chickens. They're going to be Buff Orpingtons because that's what I have. Same amount of feed per bird, same amount of water per bird and all that. And I'm gonna see between my standard feed that I get at my local feed mill, which is a good quality feed, it's just not organic, and this certified organic and free of like everything. I'm gonna see how the egg production lines up, because all my Buff Orpingtons are the same age. I got them all last spring. They're rocking the egg laying. So I want to know, when I switch them to this, does it get better? Does it get worse? Do they stop laying altogether? I'm going to just do some experimenting and keeping track of it and try to share that with y'all. So I thought that might be something y'all are interested in. Chicken feed from Azure Standard is the #1 thing I see people at my drop ordering. In fact, a lady came today to pick up like 8 or 10 bags of chicken feed. So obviously that's all she's using. It's a very, very popular purchase. I bought this brand. This is Modesto Milling. I see a lot of people buying the, I believe they call it Scratch and Peck brand that Azure sells. This is just the one I chose. I had to make a choice, so this is the one I chose. This looked to me to be the most price effective. This one is 50 pounds. I think the Scratch and Peck is 40-pound bags. So anyway, I will be reporting to y'all on that in probably the next couple weeks. I got enough to do a small batch of chickens for I think about a month. So I will be keeping up with y'all and giving you updates. Thanks for going with me till I drop. I hope you're warm wherever you are, because I think a major winter storm is rolling through the whole country. If it's not raining, it's probably snowing. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see y'all tomorrow. God bless.